Good evening, welcome to You Can't Handle the Truth Movies. My name's Chris and this is James, and tonight we are going to review Mickey 17.
You can't handle the truth!
Mickey 17.
Is that about how the voice went?
Mickey 17.
During a human expedition to colonise space, Mickey 17, a so-called expendable employee, is sent to explore an ice planet. Which I wouldn't have said was the storyline, but okay.
It sets up and you think, oh, this is going to be one of those kind of movies where it's like a bit of a story, there's a bit of adventure to it, but there really isn't. There really isn't any. It's very static in its location. I didn't see the trailer or nothing before watching it, so I was hoping it was going to get a few more different animals and things go up, but no, it's just the premise. He clones himself off and then he's expendable.
Mark Ruffalo's fake teeth.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I know it's a comedy. the Red Dwarf vibes through the ship. Did you get that? We were talking about this before.
Yeah, I picked up on it like when he was arguing with himself, and now it's kind of reminded me of that. And then when he's saying about the set and stuff, I was like, yeah, it's kind of a bit echoey.
There's a lot of source talk as well, which was real strange.
Yeah, what was that about?
It's all about the source.
I like Sauce. Do you know what movies this reminded me of? This reminded me of a blend of The Fifth Element and Starship Troopers. And
Wow.
The Fifth Element, you know, like Mark Ruffalo's character reminded me of like when they're on that planet in the ship at the end, and it's all like he's got the microphone, like the monsters, and the visuals reminded me of those movies for some reason.
I really see that now you said it.
It was funny in certain parts, but at the same time there was a lot I didn't like as well. This is one of the films I'm most unsure of where I go with it, because it had so much potential for the movie, and there was so much good about it, but also there was so much that just like let it down at the same time.
Like his voice.
His voice was just so distracting. It wasn't even a funny voice. It was just
It
weird.
was hard to watch it. And when him and Mickey 18 were having a disagreement, I was like, Mickey 18, kill him. Because he's really annoying.
It was moving you forward. It was giving you intrigue. It goes back, it shows you what happens and how he becomes Mickey, and I'm like, oh, what's going to happen? And then nothing really does actually happen, and the stuff that does happen is just kind of weird and kind of violent and kind of cruel, especially like when he invites him to dinner and he's just like, was it funny?
It's like from scene to scene. One scene I was sat there going, this is quite funny, and the next scene I was like,
for like the next 10 minutes,
wow.
like, oh, we're still watching it.
It was all over the place. I don't think that's actually what they intended. I think they wanted the dark humour to kind of run through and you to find it all funny. I didn't think that the alien species were really that special. They had some cool things, but then when they're like, oh, intelligence in another planet, and they could communicate and understand each other and things like that, but like, they weren't anything. And that was all there was, just one thing out there, living in the ice.
Yeah, that's what I said, there was no development from that. You know, it was a big one and then little one.
They said they were intelligent, but it was really simple. It was like, well, you've killed one of us, so kill one of you.
I didn't want the little one to go down the thing with it. I just felt bad at that point.
Best character would have been that Sasha, by a mile. Funniest, probably one of the best acting scenes. It was a Stephen, I can't think of his surname, but plays Timo, his best friend. Is he a friend? At any point? Was he ever? Like, just the whole time. We're just like, why were these two together? And what was, like, was the macaroon business meant to be funny? It wasn't.
They
Right.
kept asking it what it was like to die. It's getting a bit morbid now. What saved it for me, despite all of the negativity in it, I still had a level of intrigue while watching. Just like, well, what's going to happen next? Like one bit, for example, when he comes off the conveyor belt and then he starts falling off it. I found that quite funny because there was nothing, and he was just like, so it kept losing you and then taking you back in. It's a film I'm going to have to watch a second time at some point to make up my mind on it, I think.
Ow, I don't want to watch it a second time.
You don't?
But I would put it at a 5.
I was going to probably rate it about 6.9.
Yeah, I knew you would. It wasn't good enough to be a 6.9. That's the score. That's it. No. Just no. That's it. No.
So what? There needs to be a compromise score.
6.
It's a 6, and we can live with 6.
6. I can live with a 6.
Because as soon as it started, I was like, how can you watch it with that voice?
It nearly
It's
took
so-
the whole film out.
Yeah, it was so bad.
And I watched it with a headset on so that I didn't disturb it. So I could really hear it. And I was, no. Okay, 6. That's what we say. That's the right answer. I don't care what you think. I'd give it
Check it
lower
out.
if I could.